Verify what you see with your own eyes.
Crazy face.
Rosetta Stone. Head blown. All alone like
Itemize me.
Gratification generating bridge. Give TikTok. Crash.
You attract me. Do I look like a god to you?
Oh, wow. That is beautiful.
When I started working with makeup, I really thought that it was painting because it was very colorful and visceral and organic, except that it was painting into video.
All right, that looks pretty good.
The best moment for me with making art happened when I discovered video. A lot of the ideas that I was playing around with were freed up. I started to think about creating images in a different way that had to do with the psychological impact on people.
Shocked. Shocked. Catastrophic event. Let's see how much feeling you got left in that thing. All of you, come to me. If you understand me, you understand yourself. Starlight.
The way that I shoot these video elements is I shoot first the mouth, then the eyes, separately. I don't really shoot the nose. In media, there's no smell. I take the three elements and stitch them together later in the computer. Then we project it. We just shot the mouth, so now we're going for the eye. Now I'm doing what we call the eye acting. My eye is acting now. Of course, I'm trying to get it to fit the script in some way. It's a pretty emotional script.
Fiendish? I'm not a fiend. Let's see how much feeling you got left in that thing.
Where do I get my ideas from? The newspaper or from my imagination? I might go to the bookstore and look in the science section and I'll see something about meteors and it'll just hit me, okay, the meteor is the perfect outsider. This pockmarked character, like somebody has terrible acne.
Do I disgust you? Do I disgust you? I think I'm beautiful. Fiery little planet hell.
The meteor is trying to get to Earth. We're all trying to get somewhere, so that's a character that we can relate to.
I've been exposed to vast distances, blinding light, super heat, final impact. Oh, the impact. I killed all the dinosaurs, I'm sorry. Get a job counting the stars. Go on. All right. You gotta come over here. Hey, you. Do I disgust you? Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? Teardrop dumbbells.
The museum invited me to try to come up with an idea for an outdoor piece. Choosing the meteorite had to do with the idea of a visitor. This is one place where the population swells during the summers, and most people aren't from here. The question is how to get people away from this materialistic boulevard and into the building.
You attract me deeply. You attract me. Come here. I'm sizzling. Help! Help me! Oh, help me! Love. I want love.
looks like my mother-in-law.
If you understand me, you understand yourself.
Tony Oursler's work immediately engages people. People flock to it. It's taken video and animated with a human figure. You have these great sort of distressed figures who are actually talking to you.
Hey you! Hey you! Hey you!
It looks like a face.
It is a face.
I see a face, the eyes, the mouth. I don't know whose face, but it's very interesting.
Now that's it.
Yeah.
Your centuries are slipping away like seconds.
I pass by here in the evenings, but I never know what that is. It looks like a beehive. You know, it blinks and it has nice teeth and it looks like a planet talking.
This is a meteorite.
That's what it looks like.
I think.
I'm not a big art guy, but when I see something interesting, I like looking at it. And that's why I came across the street to look at it. We've been coming here for a lot of years.
And
we never came in.
Never came in.
And this is the first time I'm actually standing here looking at that stone. But I don't understand why they have the eyes in the mouth. I don't understand what that's about. It's weird.
It's weird, all right.
Yeah.
This is weird, yeah.
People can engage Tony's works on many different levels. He always is pulling you in, not really just as a viewer, but as a person.
Starlight, first star you'll see tonight.
The meteors come from another planet.
We come from another planet.
I come from another planet.
Where are you from in France?
Paris.
We are aliens in this country.
That's what I thought. Well, the idea was
That's why we have been attracted, because we
That's exactly it, because my idea was that nobody really lives here. Everybody just visits here. So the ultimate visitor is from outer space.
What brought your artwork out here?
Oh, just a museum. Wanted to make something that interacted with people on the street.
Are you going to take it to New York?
No, well, you know, with meteorites, they just have to keep going, you know. I don't know what planet it's going to next.
People falling out of space, time, so far, far from home, so far, far, far away from home.
Obfuscate. Blind date full of hate. Mishaps. Collapse. Synapse. Relax. Luxury dice effect.
Tony's important for numbers of reasons. I mean, the first thing is he has made memorable work. That's sort of the first requirement, and lots of people don't.
Rosetta Stone. Head blown. All alone light cone.
He's been able to make sculpture move and talk. It's almost as if you took a face and smeared it over the surface of this white form.
Lovox, Prozac, Zoloft, Paxil, Pixel, breast, ovary.
There's a very tactile quality to it, which is actually almost entirely in the video, not in the thing on which it's projected.
Face party, open-minded boys, dynamize me, atomize me. Hello, is anybody out there?
Video art is a relatively new medium and dates the 1970s. The early video art and aesthetic was plainness, shooting things in a way that was very direct, using real time, avoiding all the theatricalities associated with film. It was like trying to strip away the Hollywood layers. Over time, that certainly changed, and Tony gets a lot of credit for having changed it and created a genre which didn't exist before.
I'm not even here. There. My lips are moving. My voice. Now.
When Tony started, people were really showing video on monitors or on television screens. And his kind of immediate response to that was to really kind of push and break that apart. And ultimately came to projections.
Survival after body death.
Push until it...
Dream it up.
I was always fascinated with how you constitute a figure in technology. Over the years, I've projected onto flowers, people's bodies, cow organs, smoke, and trees and buildings, glass, plexiglass, into water, through water, dolls, dummies.
He was always interested in the stage. His figures always create a kind of stage-like presence. They're always like larger than life, even if literally they're really quite small.
He goes for the semi-low-tech version of theatricality, which is puppetry, which is sideshows, which is a kind of grunge theater effect that is marvelous, and marvelous partly because you know it's an illusion.
These dolls came about in the early 90s, and what I was interested in was a feeling that anybody could do it. Like, people saw it and they were like, oh yeah, I could make that. It's not, this is Michelangelo or something. So I'm working from more like folk scarecrows and things like that. Effigies were really important to me, political effigies, like what happens when a crowd gets together and they just want to like burn a political figure, you know. I just love how they just kludge something together and stuff it with newspaper and hoist it up. Mechanically, how this would work is it would stand on the floor, and then there'd be a projector over here, which is almost like a slide projector, except that it projects video. It would project a face that would just fit on here, and you would get a talking head.
All these people can't be wrong!
Science cannot explain it. Blood flowing, think blood, think bright. Bright blood flowing.
Hey, stranger!
Hello?
Hello? Who's there? I'll give it all back if you let me go now!
Strange things are happening all over America.
They're characters that are recognizable types, but they are not generalizations about people. They each have a particular story, a particular obsessive, compulsive narrative or whatever, and you take them one at a time. And you know they belong to Tony's family, so to speak, a marvelously dysfunctional family.
Metal single-charge lobe, elongated open-ended fragments, advancing patterns, perceptivity pattern, performance, null along ground, coming over and over. Getaway north from south, us east, coast to coast, crash, near to fall, eliminate lies, truth code. Phase. Pause phase.
Reading some of the statistics, kids watch television more than anything in their whole life except sleep. Somebody like Picasso really couldn't have existed in this day and age. It's a different world. Painting no longer has that position of excitement. It was important for me to look around at the landscape. If this is the place where people are staring, maybe I should go into that space and try to make something, because that's where people are looking. Yeah, that's good.
That far apart is okay?
Well, I'd say even a little farther with that. Technology is a palette for me. Let's see the eyes. With media, there's just an amazing amount of stuff that comes out, and a lot of it can turn into my art supplies. There was a whole new generation of small projectors that came out and immediately just shifted my work forever. That's good. That's really good. I found this projector, and as soon as I got it out of the box, I was projecting this face on this figure, and it was like, ah, there we go. That's what these things needed, you know? But at a certain point, it was just a natural inclination to break the face up and see what happens. And there's a long tradition from Cubism to kind of break the face down into components and to see what happens. The face is the focus of our connection between people.
Going. Gone.
Has this been sanitized lately?
Yeah. Working with performers, I get outside of myself a little bit. I act in a lot of my own pieces, and at a certain point, I really want to get away from that. How about a nice purple? This one will be called Purple Haze.
Working with this makeup artist means leave the vanity on the shelf. Encouraging. I'm a writer. I have a long and continuing involvement with language. That's my particular take on me being the on-camera person. I'm not very focused on what I look like or how I'm acting. You want those away? Oh, shoot. Did I ruin your mastery? No. I want to say one thing. My eyebrow doesn't go that way. It goes that way. It's like combing a cat in the wrong... Thank you.
Okay. We have this ongoing series that has to do with being a pet. Some of the best texts are the private texts that we speak to animals and lovers and friends.
Private language.
Yeah, exactly. Private language.
Who is my baby? Yes, you are. You are the big fat baby. Come here, kizzy.
I began to think about how people use a special kind of language with babies and animals and what would happen if that ended up being put into a public artwork.
Who is my baby? Yes, you are a big fat baby. Come here, kizzy. Did you vote Uncle Boom? Vote Uncle Boom, go boom boom. Boo boo better.
Babies babble, drunks babble, mad people babble. Tony's babble is eloquent, intentional babble. And that has great power when you hear it. You're almost hearing a kind of language for the first time.
So it'll be like, I'm melting, oh help me. We've done a lot of projects involving language because once I get my text cobbled together, I really look for how to breathe life back into it. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Skin.
Jello.
That's good, Jello.
Tony gets very close to emulating states of mind, jagged thoughts, wicked thoughts, pathetic thoughts.
No radio in the teeth.
No radio in the teeth. It's you, it's you, it's you. Did you write that? It's you, it's you, it's your problem.
Yeah, it's your problem.
Together.
Controlled by weather.
Oh, that's my favorite line in the whole universe.
Right.
I'm controlled.
Okay, you're right.
By weather.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful light, sound, color, touch, my skin, Jello. Wonderful light, sound, color, touch, my skin. Oh, wow, that is beautiful. I'm not dreaming. It's you, it's you, it's your problem.
A lot of the time it's like somebody musing over something. They're talking to themselves as much as they're talking to you.
Feel together. I'm controlled by weather.
It's the way stream of consciousness operates, but at the level of discontent, restlessness. It's not the wonderful, rushing, flowing kind of imaginative release that some people associate with that term.
No radio in my teeth. Feel together. I'm controlled by weather. This is it. I'm not coming back. Ouch.
If you hear
Ouch.
someone speaking to you in a glossolalia, it shifts you. My job as the artist is to take all these elements, put them together in the work, and see where I can take people.
Come here now. Come here now. Come here now.
You've been making new friends. Somebody drive a stake into it.
The director of the Oursler Museum in Paris invited me to look at a historical work of art in its collection and make my own piece as a reaction to it. I chose the Gustave Courbet painting, The Artist's Studio, which is subtitled, An Allegory of a 7-Year Phase in My Artistic Life. In the painting of Courbet's studio, he surrounds himself with all of his influences, friends, collectors, artists of his time, which he called shareholders.
His mistress is there, and you see Baudelaire in particular there. So the studio is Courbet's unusual reality.
So I reacted to this piece by creating my own three-dimensional work in the exact size of Courbet's canvas. I called it Studio, 7 Months in My Aesthetic Education. Here, of course, are the shareholders, as Courbet called them, various collectors, artists.
So a guy's walking down the street with a chicken under his arm and a woman from the balcony.
And that's John Baldessari naming colors on the soundtrack here.
Floral white, Gainsborough, fuchsia.
Many people have written about the circular compositional element. There's a cycling energy between himself, his chair, the cat, the naked woman. So I wanted to kind of carry that over in my own way. This is my self-portrait.
He takes Courbet's in the studio and takes this moment almost to make this self-portrait. But it's a kind of disarming self-portrait because Tony is somewhat invisible to his work.
I've always felt that I'm a composite of my influences. Immediately I saw it as a way of doing a highly constructed group show that was a little bit out of control. I thought of some artists who were very influential and I started making lists. Here's my Baudelaire, that's Constance.
Fallacious, portal, capricious, diminish, bubble. I was asked to write 10 minutes of my favorite words, not in a narrative, just 10 minutes. It's a lot of minutes. Slobber, Wiener Schnitzel.
This is Tony Conrad here, minimalist filmmaker and musician.
I haven't any idea why Tony picked me. I was sitting for the artist in the same way that I would have sat for Goya or Courbet or maybe Picasso. His violin doesn't sound very good all by itself, but if you amplify it, it really sounds a lot worse, which I like a lot. All of us have had a real profound interest in pushing the limits with sound.
One of Courbet's main projects had to do with how he was relating to realism and to the public. And so I have to have a surveillance camera in this piece because what better form of very stark, harsh realism than the surveillance camera? You can see me in there, and then you can see the corner of the Courbet. That's my wife's painting, Jacqueline Humphreys. It's called Metal Fog. The colors connect between the painting in the back and the sculpture in the front here. And that's my son, Jack, attacking the camera. So there's 56 people involved in this project in various ways. We're being a little bit overwhelmed by my friend Thurston Moore, member of Sonic Youth, who made a composition for this work. That's the beauty of this piece, is to take a lot of different things that existed in my mind and put them together into a physical, concrete space.
When a big museum decides they want to engage contemporary artists, it's a blind date. Any dynamic tension or friction between really, really different things can produce interesting results in the hands of somebody as smart as he is.
People think that they should understand it immediately. They go to a museum, they look at a picture, 1.5 seconds is the average amount of time. The artist's responsibility is to shuffle that up and not let people get away with that.
Funny face, funny face.
People go to look at art because they're striving for more.
Watching me drown myself in myself.
Art and culture in its best form allows people collaboration with the work.
Hey, stranger!
That's the perfect moment of art, really.
Dreamy. And dreamy. Come here.
For me, first and foremost, is to make a beautiful picture. But if it's just purely aesthetic experience, it's not good enough. That beauty needs to be undercut with this kind of undercurrent of something psychological or dangerous or something desirous or fearful. Ultimately, I want it to all become one world upon itself.
I think Gregory is a very important figure within the history of photography. I think he has shifted the language of photography significantly in the past decade.
Pharrell Williams here.
Hi, I'm Joy Bryant,
I'm Eric Ripper.
I'm Tom Colicchio.
I'm Dr. Frank Lipman, the host of On the Table,
the host of Across the Board,
host of Artist Talk,
host of Hooked Up,
host of the show Be Well Week, Be Well Weekend on the Reserve channel.
It's only on Reserve.
Did you know that you can follow my show on social media sites like Facebook?
Follow us on Twitter.
If you're a fan of my show, hit the like button.
All of the above.
Share me with your friends.
Treat yourself. Check out a new episode of my show, Hooked Up.
And if you want to leave comments, feedbacks, ideas, whatever, love to hear from you. Leave a comment.
And if you don't want to miss the show, be sure to subscribe.
The one that's like down here, or is it here? Somewhere down here.
Thanks for watching the Reserve channel.
Only on YouTube. Throw caution to the wind and ask yourself what rules.